Hi everyone, I'm back to the journal I made from a newspaper, and I'm going to try something very messy, lots of paint today. But first of all, I want to talk to you about some things about your journals, or even something like that is made from a newspaper. When you are doing a spread of 2 pages and you don't want seepage here of paint, it's better to put masking tape, the one that is like paper and not the ones that are like plastic, and reinforce it with glue. If you don't have something like this, just take any kind of paper and glue it down. I'm going to do this now. Uh, Very simple. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't matter what kind of paper. I have lots of this. It's from an old dictionary. I did, how do you call it? I took a book and made it into a box, so I had to dig out lots of paper from within. I'm planning that someday in the future to make a video how to do it. Not enough glue here. I hope everything is in frame. It's kind of a big surface. I'm worried that what I'm doing is not showing up on the film. Okay, so I made this, and now I'm going to cover everything with gesso. The gesso is like a primer for the paint that is going to come on the pages. When I first started watching tutorials of art journaling and mixed media, I just didn't understand at first what all this gesso is about, because it seemed like everybody knew, so nobody said what is it for. So it took a while, but then I understood. And it seems like when you gesso your paper, then the colors take better to the surface than if it's not gessoed. And because I'm using here newspaper, that is the cheapest material there is, and it's really thin and flimsy, it's better to put a coat of gesso, even though it's just a newspaper and it doesn't really matter. I want to play with a lot of color today because a friend of mine came a few days ago and she wanted to make some art for her apartment, and but she was like complaining, I don't know what color to use. And I told her, just pick colors that you like. And I thought I was helpful, but she's saying like, but I don't know what goes with what colors goes without with the wow. Again, my words are getting mixed up. She didn't know what colors to put together. And I told her there are no rules. You can use whatever you want. I know everybody's talking about color wheels and how to match colors, but from my experience, there are no rules in art. If you like it, do it. If you want to copy other people's stuff, then yes, then you are going to to do what they decided to do. I'm not going to be a Rembrandt. I'm not going to copy his colors. So, fortunately for me, I love all the colors, and I'm going to really go wild today here. But first I need I need the gesso to dry up. So I'm pausing the video and I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to use this kind of paints. This is not acrylics, it's gouache. I think it was I saw somewhere that it was referred to also as tempera paint, but I'm not sure. Basically, this is a cheap paint that you give children to do their artwork in kindergartens. But I've used it in the past, and it works really well on paper. So I'm just going to put a lot of paint on this surface. This one is kind of an aqua color, and like this is orange. This one is like, I don't know, cadmium yellow. Magenta. Yay. It's gonna get really messy. More cadmium yellow. Red. Maybe have fun. Okay, for the messy part. Wait for it. I'm going to fold it. Okay. I'm standing for this so I can have control of what I'm doing. In the hopes that something will come out of all this paint. Okay. Let's see. Where was it? Oh my god. Okay. I don't think there can be more abstract than that. I think I need to help the paint go along the page. Let's see. Okay, let's fold it again and let's see what come out of. Now I have lots of paint. And I'm going to have very painty baby wipes for other projects. So this is good. Seems like I need to do something with my draw paper very soon. Where was I? He disappeared on me. Okay, I'm going to look for it. I'm going to stop the video and wipe out some of the surfaces here because it's a lot of paint. I told you it's going to get messy. And I'll be back. Hi, so I found the page where I put all this paint. It took me quite some time to separate the two pages. This is not an experiment I'm going to repeat on newspaper. It's too flimsy, even though I had gesso before. Maybe it will work better on mixed media paper or watercolor paper. But all the same, I have got here a very beautiful background to my taste, and I'm waiting for all this paint to dry, and then I'm going to do something on it. So I'll be back. I'm back. It took forever to dry all this amount of paint, and since it looks like close up to the sun, I'm going to go with this sun theme. As I said, it wasn't planned. This is just playing in my newspaper. So I picked up some stamps to start building interest and layers to this spread. This is a handmade stamp that I did. Basically, this is foam board, and the stamp itself is craft foam or fun foam, however you call it, that I just drew and cut the pieces and then glued them to the foam board. Let's see. Oh, I like it. I will try to stamp a lighter color on areas that are darker than what I'm using, so it can be seen. Okay, let's see. Moving on. Again, it's just a craft foam, little pieces that you can buy most of the time for, in kids craft. And I'm gluing them and making something that will make a pattern. I don't know if you can see, but basically when I'm stamping, I'm using more than one color on a stamp because I think it's more interesting. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm finished with this stamp. I'm going to put it aside. Let's see what I'm adding here. I think a sparrow is in order. Let's see. I'm gonna go with gold. I think they just a little bit dry. I hope I can use it. I already love how it's coming along. I'm adding yellow to the gold. Mm. Okay, last spiral will go here. Okay, next. Bear with me, just the beginning. Let's see. I need black ink pad. I've got this stamp of a sun. see if I need more. Um, well, I think that's enough for now. Okay, so again it needs to dry and then I'll continue. I'm back. I drew here some kind of sun. I'm going to, and this is lipstick and other, maybe also lipstick chips, cosmetic stuff that I'm using. Let's say it's, I don't know, gelatos, because I don't have them, and I really like how they smear and how they work for me. So whatever works. And I'm going to go all around the sun that I drew, and then I'm going to paint the areas that outside of the sun. I'm going to end this video. This will be part 1. I'm going to do a part 2 because my smartphone, I don't know why, stops recording after 30 minutes. So I'm going to continue and then I'll be back with part 2.